Hello, my beautiful starseed. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Gobind, and this is your channel for grace. Let's hop right into your astrology and tarot reading for Leo season of summer 2021. All right, Aries, let us begin with your astrology. We're going to cover all the major transits that are happening this Leo season. I'm going to switch over to your chart so we can talk about it in more detail. So the very first thing that's happening, of course, is the sun is entering the sign of Leo. For you, being Aries rising, specifically, this is a very accurate reading for you. If you're a Aries sun, moon, Venus energies, this is also accurate. Also watch your rising sign to make sure you get like the full picture. But the tarot cards are for anything that has to do with Aries. But the sun is moving into your fifth house of creativity. This is a big deal because this is the house of Leo and the sun will be in Leo. So this Leo season for you is going to be a massive activation of your creativity and of your passion. So I would highly recommend that you allow yourself to flow and to move forward with these powerful energies. Whatever you intuitively want to design, create, activate, new projects, things like that. All of this energy, and it's all about having fun. So this is Leo season is a very fun time, especially for Aries rising. Right before the sun moves into Leo, we do see Venus in the sign, enter the sign of Virgo. She's going to enter your sixth house of work, of being in the present moment, and also anchoring the light. So what you're going to feel is the goddess of love and beauty entering the house of being right here. She's asking you to be more present as this energy arrives, this energy of Leo arrives. Mercury also makes his way into the sign of Leo, meaning that you're going to want to talk about how creative you're being. You're going to want to express yourself. You're going to want to shine your light as bright as you can. And we then move into the first full moon in Aquarius, where the moon is going to be in your 11th house of friends and sharing your gifts with the world. And the duality of the 5th and 11th houses is going to be activated for you. So this season, this is a big deal. These energies, the 5th house of creativity is where the sun will be shining a light on this area, asking you to focus here. But when the moon opposes the sun in the sign of Aquarius, it will be in your 11th house. And that's where it's going to intensify the energy for you. It's going to say, focus on this, at least for the moment where the moon is full. This is the cycle that begins at the beginning of the season and ends at the end of the season with a second full moon in Aquarius. So we're going to see this happen twice this month, which makes it like a very strong transit. The 11th house is the house of friends and sharing your gifts with the world. So you're going to feel your relationships with your networks of people, with your friendships and with your acquaintances just really highlighted, which means working with people, working with the collective, focusing on the future too, because Aquarius rules the future, thinking futuristically instead of getting stuck in the past. We're also going to see Mars move into the sign of Virgo, and he will enter your 6th house. And Mars in Virgo, this happens on July 29th. He's going to ask you to get organized, specifically when it is in your 6th house. He's going to ask you to focus on the details and make sure that, like, we're done with having fun. Even though we're not, we're just done with Mars in Leo. Now Mars is in Virgo, so he gets a little bit more serious, a little bit more organized, a little bit more, I'm going to pay attention. So it's important for you to pay attention to everything that's happening around you, specifically like right in front of you in your space. We see the new moon in Leo on August 8th, which is the day of the Lion's Gate, occur. And this will happen in your 5th house of creativity and passion. So the new moons are new beginnings. This is going to be a new beginning for you, for a really good time to start any creative projects, to start anything new that you're wanting to begin. This is the day to do it. It's like an initiation ceremony for you. And you're going to feel that the underlying theme of having fun and enjoying yourself is going to be fully activated during this time, right in the middle of Leo season, because this Leo new moon is sandwiched by 2 Aquarius full moons. Leo season starts with a full moon in Aqua and ends with a full moon in Aqua. So this new moon in Leo is going to feel like, all right, this is the time to breathe. This is the time to really start to have fun. And that's going to happen on the 8th. And then Mercury enters the sign of Virgo as well on August 11th, which is the same day that we're going to see a Venus moon portal. And that's going to be a powerful energy for relationships, for dating, for romance, finding the purity, the divinity of sacred unions. And also with Mercury there, you're going to want to communicate about it, talk about it, share your experiences, and all that good stuff. And then Venus moves into the sign of Libra and enters your 7th house of relationships, which means that relationships are getting highlighted for you this month. You're going to feel a loving energy. The goddess of love and beauty brings harmony and balance into your 7th house, into your relationship. So it's actually really beautiful energy. And then the kind of intense transit is a Uranus transit, who is transiting in Taurus in your 2nd house. He's actually going to go retrograde on August 19th. And when Uranus goes retrograde, this is an experience of a strong need to eliminate any unnecessary complications that hinder your freedom. This different perspective will lead to a huge paradigm shift. Uranus is the planet of freedom, so it is the planet that breaks the chains of everything that makes us feel restrained. It tears down walls, and it is that rebel who eliminates traditions with no shadow of regret, offering a new way towards the future. It is a rebel, but with a cause, with a purpose to raise humanity on new paths. He's going to be retrograding in your 2nd house of values and self-esteem and money and finances. And this is also the house of Venus. And so that Venus energy is going to be very strong during this time, but you have been experiencing a lot of changes in the house of money, in the house of abundance. And so also, how are you activating comfort in your life? That's a big deal. That's something that you need to focus on. Where's your values? This is going to ask you to reflect on where your values are. And then we end the month with a 2nd full moon in Aquarius happening in the same houses that they started with. So to recap, the energies that you're going to be feeling is you're going to feel the 5th house of creativity and passion. So your creativity and passion will be like on fire this month. Your organizational skills as well. There's a lot of organizational energy for you. Focus on being present, being right here in the moment, and anchoring that beautiful energy that is your divine self. Relationships will feel a little bit more harmonious this month for you. Your friendships and your networks of people are also going to get fired up. There's going to be a lot of kind of emotional, also ups and downs in terms of those types of relationships. But there's a highlight to, are you sharing your gifts with the world? Are you giving of yourself to the world? And then the reflection and the change that will happen and the unpredictability that can show up is in the 2nd house of finances. So this could be a really good thing because it might bring a lot of abundance, or it can mean some ways of bringing in abundance and money and comfort and security they're going to get basically torn down by the Tower card, or the tower is going to fall because everything needs to be rebuilt. It is rebuilding time, and you are ready to find your freedom. So this is where the energies are going to be felt the most during this month for you. And now we're going to hop on over to the tarot and oracle cards and see what your spirit guides want to tell you to add to this powerful message. All right, Aries, let's take a look at the cards that came out for you. These are the first 4 major cards, which are from the tarot deck. And I do want to mention that I am diffusing sage essential oil on this very beautiful and cute pilot diffuser from doTERRA. If you want to know how to get one, let me know in the comments and I will send you all the information you need. I am also featuring this oil, this essential oil roller that is the Leo blend, found on Chandra Sangat's Etsy shop. You can find it by going to the link in the description or in the comments of this video. But if you want to connect more with the energy of Leo and Leo season, I would highly recommend that you check it out. So let's get to these cards because these are pretty freaking epic. The first card that we get is the Six of Wands, if I can get it into focus. So here's the not Six of Wands, it's the Six of Swords, which is the card about leaving a situation that feels very much like choppy waters, a difficult thing, letting someone help you so that you can move from this energy into more calm waters, more relaxed energy, more freedom, but really more peace within yourself. So this season is all about you leaving behind what does not serve you, but allowing someone to help you get there, help you attain that calmness and the peace that you really truly want in your life. This means, because you get the Wheel of Fortune, this means that the wheels are turning and you are going in a direction that maybe you don't even know, but things are changing and they're changing fast. And that's what the Wheel of Fortune is all about, that the direction of your life is starting to move in another way. Then you get the Eight of Cups, which is about walking away from what no longer works, walking away from the broken cups, walking away from your broken life and moving forward. Leave that behind because there's nothing left. And that's what the Eight of Cups really talks about. Leave the past behind, leave what doesn't work behind because it really does not work anymore. And the last card you get is the Knight of Wands. He is actually reverse. Normally, this would be an energy of passion, adventure, and excitement, and a lot of energy moving forward. But what you're experiencing with this is you may feel like a lack of energy or a lack of passion or a lack of adventure in your life. And that's why you are walking away. Look at all these cards. You're leaving, and you're leaving. It's just really funny to me, but it's like, there it is. The cards don't lie. You're walking away. And I think this is a beautiful thing because with the Wheel of Fortune, upright, this is also good luck. This is also leaving behind karma and karmic patterns, things that you have now learned and you're walking away from. You're leaving them behind because you're done. You're done with that karmic cycle. The Wheel of Fortune is about karmic cycles. So this is a really powerful reading for you, Aries. You also get the raven from the animal spirit. And the raven in this card, it says news. News is coming. News is arriving. A message from your spirit guides is on its way to you this Leo season. The raven is also known as the card of magic. And so he brings in magic and also he brings in justice and balance into your life. We also get the Red Canyon card. So beautiful. I just went to the Grand Canyon this weekend, and it was so amazing and so beautiful to see the grandioseness, the majesticness of it. But this canyon is the canyon found in Sedona, which is a sacred, all of these canyons are sacred sites. And what they point to is ancient and future energies. Again, bringing up that theme of leaving behind the past because there is a future energy that you are now moving towards. Everything that you are releasing is and walking away from is because you're done with that cycle. And then this card comes out, which is actually such a cute card. It's the Starseed Elemental. So this is for all the starseed beings. a message for all you star seeds. I feel Pleiadian energy. So if you're a Pleiadian star seed, this is a message for you. And the message is that children are teachers, and their fun and their lightheartedness. And it's about joy and laughter, newly incarnated souls, or like innocent, fresh energy. This is about the child within. There is some major inner child healing going on with you this season. This is about maintaining an inquisitive perspective and then allowing yourself to wonder and imagine. This is about your imagination. Don't give up on your dreams, on your childhood dreams, on your visions of like what you thought life would be when you were little, because this is a rekindling of your inner child self. The last card we get is Frog Mountain, and this is about repatriation, which is such an interesting energy. And these are the tribes of this Frog Mountain is found in the Slocan Valley in West Kootenay, and it is sacred to the Sinixt tribe, which is the First Nations people that were at one point classified as extinct by the Canadian government, which made it very difficult for them to like exist in the world. And so this is about asking yourself, what have you, where have you felt pushed out or rejected? Where have you felt that? And the fact that there's a child here is very important because it points again to your inner child healing. This is also about frog energy, which is emotion. So there's an emotional wave that's flowing through you. And of course there is, if you're going to do healing and you're walking away from your past and stepping into new patterns and new stories and your own freedom from the past and the karma and all that negative energy that you've been experiencing up to this point, of course there's going to be an emotional wave. And the frog talks all about that. The story is that after a terrible drought, I mean, look at the symbolism of this card. After a terrible drought, and it can be an emotional drought, the Sinixt people were ready to leave the land. One of the elders went to pray for guidance. A frog appeared and told him that his people would be saved if they dug caves in the riverbanks. And caves are, again, shamanic journeying atmosphere. So if they dug these caves, when the people retreated into the caves, the frogs offered themselves as food to sustain them. The last frog became Frog Mountain. And this is about, again, letting your emotions out, feel whatever it is you need to feel. Stop holding back on the feelings because you need this cleansing energy. The frog is about cleansing yourself. Don't be oblivious. Don't deny what you're feeling. Let yourself feel it and go with the flow. You have to trust that the energy is changing and shifting. While I shuffle these cards, I want to remind you to give this video a thumbs up and also subscribe if you're new to the channel. Make sure to download my free moon astrology guide, which is going to tell you what your psychic gifts are based off of your moon sign. It's also going to enter you into my email list, in which I will send you a weekly moon magic report or astrological forecast for the week. Also, make sure that if you want a personal reading, you can book on my website, channelforgrace.guru. And then anything else that's going on, any announcements, any information, important information is found in the description of this video that you can check out just by clicking below. Okay, so let's take a look at these cards. The first one is wait. It's not time yet. Things are being woven. So what this means is, to me, for this these combination of cards is don't give up. Don't give up because things are changing, things are being woven. There is a release and it'll take some time to get through the whole kind of energy of healing. This card says the weight of the world. This is a card about setting boundaries. Let it go. It's not yours to carry. How in how many more ways can you get the message across? Thank you, spirit guides, for bringing this energy. It's not yours to carry. Let go of the weight. And that is exactly what you are doing. The third card that we get is you got the love. This is Hadarian energy, codependency, and boundaries again. But it's about remembering that you are loved. You have love. And the more that you love yourself, the more that you love your inner self and allow yourself to play. This is Leo season. It's about having fun. Leo rules the fifth house of children and passion and instinct and creativity. The more you allow yourself to be in that space, the more you're going to enjoy this Leo season as you let go and free yourself of all of the weights and all of the things that have been holding you down for way too long. Thank you so much for watching this reading, Aries. I hope you have a beautiful Leo season, and I will see you again next time.